Duckman was an underground comic book about a private detective who's a duck, who is living in a home with his dead wife's sister. They don't get along, and his children, one of whom is a stoner duck, and the other one is a two-headed duck. He is partners with a Porky Pig-like Joe Friday detective, and he has two little stuffed bears as his office assistants, who he can't stand and finds creative ways of killing them every episode. And it was a very subversive comic book and a very subversive cartoon show. It actually was the predecessor to the South Parks and the Family Guys. Very adult content, very sophisticated writing for a cartoon, not a kid's cartoon. A lot of pop culture references, very written, very articulate stuff, very deviant in its comedic sensibility. And when I auditioned for it, I thought it was a one-shot thing. I thought it was a oneer, not a series. So I created this voice, what the hell? This very, going, well, I can do that for a day. And then I had to do it for 4 years. It was tough. I came very close to doing some damage in there from doing Duckman all those years, because he was volatile and hyperbolic, and he was a tough character. A very well appreciated series, a little ahead of its time in that right now that was a show that would be on Adult Swim, and it would have an audience. Then there was nothing like it on TV, and it was on the very young Paramount network, the UPN network, which nobody knew what that network was or who was watching, and we had a good small cult audience, but that was all we had. And eventually, after 4 years, the episodes got too expensive to make to be worthy of the time slot. So it went away. But I get letters a lot from people going, "You got to bring back Duckman." And if you watch them now, I mean, if you're a fan of South Park and you watch Duckman, you go, "Oh my God, this is the bastard stepchild to South Park." They had 23 minutes to do a 60-page, 70-page script. So you didn't over emotionally articulate anything. You allowed the words. It's a tone poem, and you just sped and tried to find your highs and lows and intentions and go. It enabled me to do Trouble from Music Man very, very fastly. You learn to speak fast. Tim Curry played a recurring character called King Chicken, and there was an episode that was modeled on Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, and it was Duckman and Nancy Travis is my sister-in-law, and Tim, and I think Andrea Martin as the other, and the four of us got to do it like a play. So we were actually all in the studio together, doing that back and forth and having a great time. Most of the time, because the dialogue was so fast and crazy, you never recorded with the other actors. So to actually have that experience of playing with them all was great.